Good morning, children. In the previous chapter, you learned about getting started with Windows 10 and navigating the Windows 10. Then you learned also how to choose your own background. Then you learned about working with files, that is how you create your file, rename your file, or delete your file. I also taught you about folders, but we will recap about folders again. So let me share the screen with you and teach you folders. So yes, I taught you that what is a folder? A folder is something that you can keep your files or other folders organized way. That is when you separate it, you can see how they're being separated and kept in an organized way. Here all picture folders are there, some data folders are there. So this is how you organize it. So these folders that we see, they also called as directories, because directories help you to store files and other folders also. And storing an organization can be done in different types. That is like application types. All applications are here. You can store it with different files and library type. So folders, a folder can contain another folder inside, and that folder can contain another folder and files inside. Now, this is what folder is about, keeping everything in an organized way. Suppose we did not have we had no folders, then what would happen? All the documents, your programming languages, your programs, your operating system, your system files, all would be located in the same place, and it would have been very difficult for us to work on it. Okay, children. So yeah, this is what you learned. It would be very difficult to learn. It would be a big problem working with the computer. Now, if you want to open and view any content in the document, what would you do? First, you would click on the File Explorer, which is found in the taskbar. And in your window pane here or navigation pane here, you would select documents, because you're going to see in document what thing. So after clicking on documents, you can see here the document is being opened. Click on the Explorer, select document, document folder opens, and here you can find all the files and folders available in the document folder. Now, the other way to open the document folders, click on the start button, then choose documents, and the documents you could open and view the contents of the documents. Now there are some features of this window folder. This is a window folder, right? This is called a window folder. You have the title bar. The title bar will contain the name of the folder, and then you have the menu bar. Menu bar contains this file, view, and favorite tools and all. And the navigation bar, this is your navigation bar where you can go back. You can see a back button, black, and forward and up. You can navigate to whichever place. Address bar will tell you where you have navigated. Can you see? This is a PC and you're going to documents. Then the white space here gives you all your contents of the folder you have selected. Files and folder have a task list. That is, it's in an organized way. First D, E, F, G, you can actually organize it. It's convenient list. It's given in an organized list. Then you can see the other places, like your search is there, and you can see this minimize and help buttons are there. These are the other things. And this down details is nothing but it gives the name of the folder. These are the features of the Windows folder. Now I need to create a new folder, and I want to create it in the document folder. You know how to open the document, right? From the taskbar, click on the File Explorer, and then where at the navigation, you can select your document, and there in the documents you want to create a folder, then you can select on the top you have an option called the folder option. Can you see this? New folder option. When you click on this option, the folder opens like this with the blue tag down. Can you see this? And this here you have to type the new name for this folder. This blank space contains all the files and folders that are there in the documents. So what you did, first click on the File Explorer, then you open the drive or the folder, that is you want to open your documents or whatever it is, or any folder you can open. Then click on the new folder button, which is available in the home tab. This is your home tab and you're clicking on the new folder button. And then you can type the name, and then in the blank space, just click on the blank space, and then it gets renamed. Now, how many characters can you give a name for the folder? Up to 255 characters you can give. And space underneath, you can use some characters like the space. You can leave space, or you can use an underscore while you're naming your folder. But there are certain characters that you cannot use, like this at the rate of, this asterisk, and this colon. These options which are mentioned here cannot be used while naming your folder. Okay. Next one, you need to rename a folder. You already learned how to rename a file. So let's see. Here you click on the file explorer, which is on the taskbar, and then you locate where is your folder or your file. After you locating your folder or file, just you have to select the option. After selecting the folder or file, select the option which is here in your home tab. It's called the rename option. When you select this option, it gives you a blue line. Then you can rename this file or a folder, whatever you select, and then click in the blank space, and the file is renamed. So what you'll do, first select File Explorer from the taskbar, then select the rename option which is in the home tab, then select the file or folder what you require, and in the blank space you will type the name of the folder. Another way of doing it is just right click on this. You'll get a drop down menu. From that you select the rename option, and then you can type the new name. How do you delete a folder? As you know that when you are navigating, you need to click on the File Explorer to locate where your file is. Once you find the file, you can just right click on that file icon. Just now I showed you how to rename. Just right click and then select rename. If you want to delete, same thing, right click and select the delete option. Right click and select the delete option. Once you select the delete option, you will get a confirmation. Do you really want to delete this file? And you select yes, choose yes. So the confirmation delete file dialog box opens, and you can select the yes option. Okay. And then the file will move to the recycle bin. There's an alternative way of deleting the file. Just select the file, and on your keyboard you have an option of delete option. Select the delete option. Okay. Now, as I told you, a folder inside another folder is there, and inside that folder you can create another folder. What is this called? Let's see what is a subfolder. What is a subfolder? A folder that is located within another folder. So that folder which is inside is called the subfolder. But the main folder, what is it called? It's called the parent folder. Folders and subfolders, they help us to organize and keep our files neatly arranged. So a folder which is inside another folder is called a subfolder. The inside folder is called a subfolder. The main folder is called the parent folder. And folders help us to keep it in an organized way. Files and all in an organized way. Now I want to move a file from one place to another. I want to move it from the desktop into my documents. So what would you do? That means you need to use the two options which are necessary, are the best techniques for moving a file from one place to another, and that is called the copy and paste option. So I'm going to copy and move it. So what should I do for copy? On the desktop, first I'll select the File Explorer, which is in the taskbar, and in the navigation pane. This is your navigation pane, which is on the left side. From this, you will select your drive, and inside the drive or in my documents, whatever it is, or folder, whatever you select, you will find the options which are inside that folder or inside the drive. So on that folder, what you need to do is just click on that folder. Here in your home tab, you have an option called copy. Select that copy and go navigate to the place where you took it from the desktop and you want to paste it in your My Documents. Just go to My Documents and then click on the paste option. Automatically, it pastes in the destination folder. So your original place was the desktop where you selected the folder by copying it, and then you pasted it in My Document by navigating in this and then clicking the option paste from your home tab. Another way of doing it, I think you know, right click on the folder that you need to copy and select the copy option. navigate and go to where you want to paste it, go there and right click and select the paste option. And that's how you move a file from one place to another. So you can actually do cut and copy, both way work the same way. So here copy is given. So what you need to open the computer window and then select your file or folder, right click on the file or folder and select the option, copy option. And then you navigate to where you want to paste it, right click with your mouse and then select the paste option. The shortcut key, what would you use? To copy the file or folder, you should press Ctrl+C. That's the shortcut option for key for copying anything. And navigate and go to the place where you require to paste the folder. To paste, the shortcut is Ctrl+B. This is a short way of moving the folder with using the shortcut option. For cut, what would be the option here? What you would do? You would same right click on the file or folder, select the cut option from the drop down menu, and then navigate and paste it where you require it, and the folder gets pasted in a new location. The shortcut key for cut is Ctrl+X. Select the folder and on your keyboard press Ctrl and X and the folder gets cut. In the cut option, you will not find the folder existing again. Then you go and paste it in the required place by Ctrl+V paste. When you copy, the folder is there in two locations. I copied from the desktop, is there on the desktop. I pasted it in the document, it's there in the document file also. But in the case of cut option, once a folder gets cut, you don't find it again in the desktop. You can paste it in the documents. Now the next thing is, if I want to select more than one file, if I want to select one file, I'll just click on that file. But I want to select the whole range of files. I think I needed to move all these files from this place to another place because these are folders. Here I have all pictures. I want to put it in another place. To select all of them at one stretch, just hold the Control key and drag your mouse across the folders that you want to select. And so you move that, it automatically gets selected. And then you can just click on that copy option. It gets highlighted. Can you see how it's highlighted here? All of them in a line, it's highlighted. It's being selected. Now you can copy and move it to whichever place you want. See, multiple files and folders are selected here. Now, if I want to select random files, I want to select this, I don't want to select this. I want to select this, I don't want to select this. So when I want to do random selection, then I have to press the Control key, which is on your keyboard, and just click on the files that you require. Click on this file, click on this file, click on, don't leave the Control key. Just keep clicking on the files. Automatically, you can select files randomly. So here, the alternative methods are given. If you want to select multiple selections, hold the Shift key, or you can hold the Control key and then you can select them. And if you want to select the files and folders successively, that is right from the beginning to the end, just click on this file and press your Shift key, then go to the last file and click on that file. Automatically, all the files get selected from the first to the last. This is called as files and folders successively selected right from the first to the last. Random selection, just now I told you, just press the Control key and click on the files that you want to copy. This is the way of selecting files. Now I want to view my folders and files. Sometimes I need it small, sometimes I need it large. So there are different views to view your files and folders. So on the Home tab, you have the option or the menu called View. So when you click on the View menu, you can find different views like thumbnail views, large icons, small icons, in list type of icons. Sometimes you'll have list with all the details of the size and the date when it was modified. So to open this, what I told you, you can open your My Documents. If you want to view My Documents, click on the View menu, which is in the top, and from the drop down menu, see, click on the View menu, this menu, and you'll find that this drop down: extra large, large, medium size, and small size, list size, details. See here I have selected this. Another way of selecting, I have selected list. List would look like this, like list. And that large icons would look like this picture of mine. How my view is here, no? Like this it would look. So these are the different views in your data. Now I want to delete a file. What do I do to delete a file? First and for all, suppose suddenly we delete a file. What would happen? We would lose all the important data that is there in the file or the folder. But now to tackle such situation, Windows 10 has given us an option of the recycle bin. So any files that move by mistake also into the recycle bin, you can just restore it back to its original position. So, but if you want to delete it permanently, then you have to click on the option recycle, empty the recycle bin. So here I mistakenly deleted the option, and then it goes into the recycle bin, and I can select the restore option. I'll show to you. So this is how you restore it back. If you want to move it back to its original location, just click on the restore option. So when files and folders get cluttered, suppose I'm on the desktop and I have too many files and folders, what I can do, I can just delete them because it's just temporarily kept into the recycle bin. And then I can restore it back anytime. So the recent cycle icons, the icon of the recycle, you can see the icon is here. Okay, it looks like a dustbin, no? It looks like a waste basket. So this icon is located on the desktop. So if you want to open the recycle, just double click on this recycle bin and you can see all the deleted items that are there in the recycle bin. So if you accidentally delete it also, you don't lose your file or folder. You can just go back to the recycle, open the recycle bin by double clicking, and you can just move back the files or folders that by mistake you've deleted by just clicking on the restore button. So even when your files and folders get cluttered on the desktop or anyway, you can just delete it for some time where it stores in the recycle bin. So here it says how to move an item to the recycle bin from the desktop or from your Windows Explorer or from your computer. What you should do? You can either click and drag and put it into the recycle bin if you're on the desktop, or else you right click on the file or folder. See, I right clicked on the file, this folder, and select the delete option. And then when you choose select when you right click, the option pop-up menu comes and you select the delete option. We right click, choose the delete option. Then it asks you for a confirmation. A dialog box opens with a confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete? And you click on yes. I want to retrieve the files back which are in the recycle bin. What should I do? To restore this back from the recycle bin and make it come back to its original location, what should you do? There are steps to do it. Let's see the step. Step to restore. First, click on the restore all items found in the recycle bin. See, you can see here, there's an item called restore all. You click on it and all the items go back to its original place. How many ever items are there in the recycle bin? All will go back to its place. But I want to send only one item back to its place. So what should I do? I can just click on that item. When I click on that item, I get an option called restore. Just click on that item or right click on that item and select the option restore. Then what will happen? The item goes back to its original position. Now, so many files are there in the recycle bin. I don't need any of these files, remaining files. What I needed, I sent it back by clicking on the file and clicking on restore. But other files, I want to delete it even from the recycle bin because there are too many. So there is an option in the recycle bin. Just right click on the recycle bin and select the empty recycle bin. The total bin gets emptied. See here, you can just select on this empty recycle bin. You can see restore option. Even there are options like restore all items or restore selected items. You can select whichever item you want and select restore it. Okay, I told you how to select which items you want. Just press the control key and then select whichever folders you want or files you want and click on restore. This is a search tool tab. In the search tool tab, sometimes you find very difficulty in find it difficult to find some files and folders. So what you should do? Some you won't remember where you saved it. So there is an option called the search companion option. Okay. for searching for your files, you use the search companion option. So what you do, you can search for your files from the File Explorer. Click on the File Explorer, and in the search option here down in the search bar, you can just type what you are looking for, and then it searches. So click the File Explorer, or there's another option, click the File Explorer. In the navigation bar, you have different like the desktop and downloads and recent and all these options are there. You select the options, and here whatever the options are there in it will appear here. Or you can select the date and time that you have been modified, and then you can find the file on what date. So if you want to open a search companion option, then what do? To open a search companion option, click on the File Explorer. When you click on File Explorer, you can enter here your file name or the keyword that you give in the name for the file, and then you click on this search. It searches here, right here in the corner, you have this option here, search. So it starts searching, and as you are typing, suppose you started typing B, all the names starting with B, it will start showing. Then I, the second words which are the names starting, and it starts removing the ones that don't have I. And so the results will be appearing as you're typing. This is how you use your search tool. So that's all for now, children. So you learned about files, how to copy and move the files from one folder to another, how to rename a file, how to delete a file. Then you learn some selection of multiple files, random selection, selecting from first to last. Then what is about a recycle bin, how to delete files, and then when it goes into the recycle bin, how to restore it. This is what you learned. Now this is your homework. From chapter 1, files and folders, please complete all the worksheet bits which are on page number 21 and 22. You have only 2 bits of worksheet to do. But bit 1 and 3, you have to do it in your computer reader. These two. Bit 2 does not have place for you to answer the questions, so you write it in your notebook. Okay, children, that's all for now. So you can see this is a list, how it comes in a list type. Okay, children. Thank you. Have a nice day and do all your homework. I'll be checking your homework. Okay, children. Stay safe.